You know, my husband has always say, Apostle Ron has always said that the King James Version is the Mercedes-Benz what's that? Translation.
Translations.
I don't know if you know the Pinto before. The guys do not know the Pinto car. Pinto is just, it just when
Uriah has no idea.
Uriah has no idea what the Pinto car. Brother, oh, do you know the Pinto car? Okay, so he got the Pinto car. But there was, RJ, what about you? No?
Yeah, I know what a Pinto is.
Yeah, right.
I know what a Pinto is.
No, yeah. Anyway.
I concede, okay, I know.
You're right. Am I on social media already?
Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Yes,
Well, because we have to get it out there.
Okay.
very important information, but it is.
So, my husband, not too long ago, a few months ago last year, had purchased a Mercedes-Benz. And maybe I should use the microphone. And
It's kind of loud.
Oh my
and
God.
yeah. I myself have not driven it because, yeah, every time I drive, every time I position myself in that car, it's too low, and I don't want to mess up with the thing. I don't even know where to mess it up. So I have not really driven the Mercedes-Benz. But I was asking Uriah, you've driven the Mercedes-Benz. What, let me ask Uriah.
You drove a $100,000 Mercedes-Benz.
That is right. The $100,000 Mercedes, there's a story to that. We'll give you the story later. Go ahead. What is the difference riding? You know, this young man is blessed. He has a 2025. He has a 2025 Honda Accord.
Civic.
Oh, Honda Civic?
Yeah.
Is that a Honda Civic? And I'm driving a 2007 Honda Odyssey. It's the van that we bought when he was born. But Uriah, there is an advantage of that Mercedes-Benz than your 2025 Honda Accord? Oh, Honda Civic?
It has a greater acceleration.
And you were talking about the power
Yeah, the power.
to accelerate?
Yeah, the power accelerates really a lot more faster and quicker.
That's what he said earlier when I was asking him. And then Mark, I told you.
Yeah, I like driving the Mercedes because it just feels different. I was telling you this morning because you asked me, what's the difference? But to be honest, sometimes I really don't know, but you feel different. You're driving, you feel like the seats are different. The whole energy of the car is different. It's the whole ambiance of the car. The buttons. I'm not a car guy. I don't know how to say the acceleration and stuff like that, but everything's different. The ambiance of the car is my favorite part.
The Germans call it Fahrvergnügen.
Yeah. RJ, did you drive the Mercedes-Benz?
I believe so.
Okay. What's the difference?
It's a great question, Mom.
Okay, go ahead.
It's different in many different ways. The performance, first of all, Mercedes is high performance vehicles. They also design the brand Mercedes designs very high powered racing vehicles, and so the performance of the car is above the standard of normal cars on the road, as far as handling, acceleration, speed, that kind of thing. But it's also, like Mark was saying, when you get into the car, you know you're in something different. It feels very different right away. The features inside the car are many generations ahead of other vehicles. I get in my Honda Accord and it's a little bit different. So it's a few generations ahead as far as even the features within the car. So there's different facets that's really kind of advanced in all these different areas.
But then yet it's an older, it's how long has it been?
Yeah.
It's a long time. Well, the reason I was asking everyone because, yes, brother?
I think they're also hand precision. They're not just made a certain way. They put meticulous hands on that to make a specific part that'll last.
Yeah.
And I want to drive it once.
I had asked the guys, yes, Sister So?
Well, I haven't driven a Mercedes, but one of the things I always hear about Mercedes is the body of the car itself is
Yeah.
very strong compared to it's the body.
And for us who has not really driven it and we just hear about what they say, we will not really have that experience until we really drive it. With the King James Version, if you are so used to NIV, you will really not have the experience of how it is with the King James Version. I mentioned, I'm just going to talk one verse at a time. And so this was just kind of taking a little longer than, because I'm just introducing where I'm coming from. So the first verse, this is the first verse, the only verse for today. Let's read it together. Matthew 17, verse 19 to 21. This is a story when Jesus actually cast out demon from a young man, from a young boy. And so the disciples were asking Jesus, why, what happened? Why we were not able to cast it out? So let's read it together on a King James Version, guys. Then came the disciples to Jesus apart and said, why could not we cast him out? And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall be removed, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. Let's do that on the ESV version, English Standard Version. And I have it on the board. Then the disciples came to Jesus. What?
The other translation, make that more clear to what that is.
What is the ESV is the English Standard Version that came out in 2001. So it says on the same verse, then the disciples came to Jesus privately and said, why could we not cast it out? He said to them, because of your little faith. For truly I say to you, if you have faith like a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Guess what? Verse 21 did not exist in ESV version. It is a footnote that says on the E, some manuscripts insert verse 21. But this kind never comes out except by prayer and fasting. The whole verse was taken out. Let's go on an NIV. The same verse. Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and asked, why couldn't we drive it out? He replied, because you have so little faith. Truly, I tell you, If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Guess what? Where's verse 21? It's missing. It has just a footnote A that says, Matthew 17:21, some manuscripts include here words similar to Mark 9:29. Guys, if you keep on reading, brothers and sisters, so we are missing, what are we missing on the King James? The ESV and the NIV are missing this verse. How be it, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. Brothers and sisters, ESV and NIV has omitted that verse and has omitted this, the power in prayer and fasting. If it has not been, it's not establishing that there is power in prayer and fasting, and we just came out from prayer and fasting. So let me just see what my notes are on my, I just say that there, but I have some notes that I want to read on my notes. And I'm sorry, it's taking a little bit longer, but this is because I'm just introducing that I will be doing one verse at a time, defending King James Version. Because my husband has always said, use the Mercedes-Benz translation of the Bible. So I said here, the textual variation in Matthew 17 between King James Version and ESV, it's a significant variation. And ESV, NIV has omitted a significant verse that establishes the foundational Christian doctrine of prayer and fasting. Jesus said that demons cannot be cast out by prayer and cannot cast out but by prayer and fasting. It indicates that there is power in the prayer and fasting. By omitting this verse, the power of prayer and fasting is minimized. Prayer and fasting is the key that unlocks addiction, sickness, disease, being bound by fear. When you need a breakthrough, what do? You pray and fast. We just came out from prayer and fasting. Therefore, the ESV, the NIV, in this particular verse, disregarded the power of prayer and fasting. That sends a wrong message to believers. That prayer and fasting is not significant. It is significant.
Yes, thank you.
So I guess if you have been using an NIV or an ESV, you will not know, you will not get into really knowing the power of prayer and fasting because it's not getting established in those versions. With the Mercedes-Benz, guys, I will never know the power of acceleration because I have not driven it. That's why I just went to that. Anyway.
Isn't that wonderful? My love, you have that small little speaker there up.
Oh.
Thank you. That was absolutely tremendous. There's more. She's going to be bringing out many more scriptures to show us the difference. And I'm really glad. And I told Mark to record them because it has to be recorded because people out there, I was listening to there's a lot of ministry stuff that comes on my Facebook page, and there was this huge ministry where the pastor got up and spoke to his congregation, and they, in that big, huge assembly of believers, they all used the NIV. And so, oh. There we go. Okay. So it's really good that she's bringing this out. It's really awesome. You know where it changed with me was when I went to Bible school. When I went to Bible college, I took with me my New American Standard, and Sister Daphne is the one that really got on to me about that. Hallelujah. Okay.